Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52? We'll know shortly as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This is Lamar Miller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Able to slither by. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right there at the 43. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Let's round!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go! Ryan 38!
Watson on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go!
On second down, here's Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. And
he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 21 yards away. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Now a play fake here on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. The play clock's running down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. Thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down carry now for Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here we go. 1-9. Black round. Black round. Black round. Black round. Ohio.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down, it's Bell. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
It's a pickup of 21, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But, you know,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, 46 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Here's Watson now on second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He finds his target, Fuller. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Let's go! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Let's round! Here we go!
Here's a give to Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now a handoff to Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Ohio. Black round. Black round. Come on, let's go. Black round. Black round. Here we go. Black round. Black round. Black round. Black round. Black round.
To throw on second is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is good. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, Roethlisberger looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the second down pass completion. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is Miller. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Now Watson to throw on second down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Lamar Miller. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 22-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third and goal. Here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Miller running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Watson hands this to Foreman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Yeah, only needed a yard, instead went backwards. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go.
Now Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
The 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. He's got the completion to Strong. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught for Fedorowicz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz from 21 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He completes it to Bryant. 20, 10, 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Roethlisberger. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. He's back to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And the Steelers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're...
It's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.